Good morning. Happy New Year. I'm out for a hike with Luna, and it's finally. Luna, where are you? There she is. It's finally not pouring rain. It's very wet. The earth is richly muddy, thick, rich, sticky mud we've just been getting completely covered in. And I'm just feeling super inspired in this moment to do a little flow right out here in the juicy, juicy wild. So I'm sharing it with you this morning. If you'd like to practice this outside, I highly recommend finding a space where you can sit and ground on the earth with nothing underneath you or simply fabric, a towel. I'm sitting on my sweater, which is now soaking through to my bum. Feel the vibrational energy of the earth. Feel your body grounding. There is a science to grounding, and I'm not going to try to explain it in this moment because my mind feels a little foggy after all this cloudy weather. But I encourage you to look it up. Some people call it earthing. And just take a moment to notice all the sounds around you. I'm hearing a plane, I'm hearing a bird going caw, caw, I'm hearing Luna shuffling around in the wet grasses. Just noticing and inviting everything in, whatever's in your space. If you're inside and there's pets, kids, the hum of electronics, whatever it is, just noticing it, observing it. Let's take it one step deeper and notice what's going on internally. Doing a little mental scan of the body. Is there anywhere that feels like it's holding on to surges of energy? For me, a lot of times this is in my stomach or in my hands. Is there tension anywhere? Again, for me, often this is my jaw, my shoulders. Taking a moment and a breath here to consciously choose to let go of anything that's not serving us. For me, I'm going to actually choose to hang on to some of this excited butterflies in my hands and my stomach because I'm so excited to be out here in the mountain teaching, and I want to keep that energy for this flow. And I'm going to choose to let go and soften my jaw, soften my shoulders. Whatever this is for you, I invite you to choose it now. When you're ready, inhaling the arms up and exhaling them down through heart center. All wellness practices should be consent forward, and with that in mind, anything that I say today that does not ring true for you, please just let it go. And anything that does, you can choose to carry with you, to remember, to put it in your back pocket for later. If you'd like, take one hand to the heart and one to the stomach. Breathe deeply into this nice closed circuit of our hands on our own body, and set an intention for your practice today. If something's coming up, maybe it's a word or a mantra you've been working with, maybe it's a phrase, maybe there's a person you want to dedicate this practice to, or maybe there's a conscious intention you've been setting for yourself. For me, I have been wrestling with and learning to flow in the dichotomy of embracing impulse while also embracing structure. That's something I've been working with a lot lately in my journaling, in my meditations. What does it look like to embrace structure, to allow myself to live within some of these systems that, however broken, are still so helpful? And to follow impulse, to follow my own creative urge and my own soul's desires to the fullest that I can follow them without causing harm to others. I I actually want to follow a digression really quick and tell a story. A few weeks ago, Luna and I were at this exact hike, and we ended up being airlifted out of this hike. We were off trail. My little inner rebel was bushwhacking and having a great adventure, and it was very slick and slimy like it is today, the mud, and we slid to the very edge of a 20-foot drop, a cliff, and it was too slippery to climb back out, and it was really scary. And I thought for a moment that my only option was to try to sort of slide off the edge of this cliff and hope that it was a soft landing. And I didn't have any service, and I thought, well, why don't I at least try to call 911 and see if it goes through? And it did. And Luna and I ended up being rescued by some brave and generous members of the local fire department who airlifted us out with helicopters. And it was so humbling to have these people drop their day and come to this mountain to rescue us from a very foolish little situation. And so much of the way the world works and the way political systems work causes so much heartbreak if you really look at it. And yet in that moment, the system that was in place, the structure that was in place, saved me and Luna from a dangerous situation. And so to me, the lesson there was just to notice the duality or the multiplicity of what can exist all at the same time. Things that are broken but also still work. Now the sun is coming out. Okay. Things that can grieve us, that we can also still celebrate the ways that they help us. Whatever's coming up for you right now, just take a moment to celebrate it, or breathe into it, or let go of whatever you want to, and we'll move into our flow. The next inhale, arms rise. And exhale, we'll move the shoulders back into cactus, squeezing the shoulder blades up. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, squeeze it back. Couple more of these. Inhale, arms rise. And you can begin to work in a little bit of seated cat and cow here as we do this, moving through the range of the spine on your own breath. And inhale, arms raise up, and exhale, reach it forward. All the way down, wherever you are, reaching as heavily down as you can. Let gravity pull you. Inhale, reach it back up. Switch the fold of the legs and reach it forward again. From here, we'll roll straight through into a down dog, letting the legs unravel and step back. Relish that down dog. Pedal out the feet. Oh, it feels so good. Feel those calves and hamstrings unwind. If you want to come up high onto the toes, you can, dropping both heels over to the right. And come up high onto the toes and drop both heels over to the left. And when you're ready, look between the hands and step or jump your way to the front of the mat. Take a nice wide-legged stance, and we'll go ahead and squat down into our Valasana, yogi squat. Really press those elbows into the hips, plant the feet. You can point the toes out if you want. You can put the hands in prayer or press them out if you want to open the hips even wider. Option to move a little here, sway. And go ahead and move into a forward fold from there. Keeping it wide-legged, we're ragdolling it out. Hanging in forward fold, arms can grasp the elbows or interlace behind the neck, giving the head a little tug. Oh. I always invite you to make sound as we're releasing tension here in the body. We're stimulating the vagus nerve when we hum like that, helping our body to regulate in these postures. Go ahead and roll it up to standing. From here, I'll step back so you can see me. We'll go ahead and slowly peel the left toes off the ground, raising that knee. Go ahead and do some extensions. You can see my muddy feet. Maybe they're clean from the grass. The grass cleaned them for me. How nice. Thank you, grass. Doing some extensions. And then we'll hug that knee in, opening up the hip, take some ankle rolls. From here, we'll go ahead and open it out to the side, step down, and pivot the back foot so that we're in warrior two. On the next inhale, flip the palm, reach forward and send it back, reverse warrior. Left knee is stacking directly over the left ankle here as we're in reverse. Exhale it back to warrior two, coming onto the knee for side angle. From here, we'll go ahead and drop it down into extended side angle. Left hand is on the ground next to the left foot. Option to take a bind here if you like. And from here, we'll go ahead and come back up. Straighten the front leg, send the hips back, reach forward and down for triangle. From here, go ahead and take a bend in the knee, lift yourself back up. Warrior two, gaze over that front palm, nice and strong. And then we'll go ahead and take this back foot, taking some strength in the left foot, step the back foot over to meet the front foot. Inhale back into chair. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rolling up. We'll come back to center and find your balance and peel the right toes off the ground. Mud is slippery right where I'm standing, so I'm going to shift my position here. And we'll do some extensions with that right foot. And when you're ready, hug that right knee in. Nice hip extension, maybe some ankle rolls. When you're ready, peel it out to the side, and then go ahead and plant that right foot so that we're in warrior two on the right side. Gaze is over that middle finger. When you're ready, flip the front palm, reach forward, send it back for reverse warrior. Right knee is still stacking over the right ankle. We're still in a deep lunge here in reverse. Inhale lifts you back to warrior two. Exhale brings you down to side angle. From here, you can stay here, or again, you can drop it into extended side angle like we did on the other side. An option to take a bind here as well. Inhale lifts you back up to warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front legs, send the hips forward, reach forward and down for triangle. And inhale lifts you back to warrior two. Gaze over that middle finger, nice and strong. And then taking strength in that right leg, bounce off the back left leg and step it up to meet the right. We're sitting, ooh, that's really deep mud. We're sitting back into chair pose here, facing this direction again. And exhale, release it to forward fold. Inhale, round it up slowly and come back to center. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, swan dive it forward, leading with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step it back. We'll move through our chaturanga, through our vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. On the next inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Nice low lunge. Hang out in that low lunge for just a moment, grounding yourself. And inhale up for crescent. Exhale the hands down through heart center, twisting over that right knee. Nice and strong. See how my obliques are engaged? Really engage the core as you twist here. And then you can place the elbow down. But don't sacrifice the engagement of that core in this position. When you're ready, you can unwind, planting the hands. Step back to plank. Go ahead and hold your plank for a moment. If you want, you can just hold plank regularly, or if you want some variation, you can do some knees to elbows. Give your mind something to do here. And whenever you're ready, you can continue those as long as you want. You can even pause this and do it for like 5 minutes if you want. Whenever you're done with plank, go ahead and exhale down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay in your down dog for just a moment. Pedaling it out or finding stillness. And whenever you're ready, on the next inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through. Coming into our low lunge here on the left side. Go ahead and inhale up for crescent. On the next exhale, hands come down through heart center. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Again, use that core. Engage the obliques. Twist. And then plant the elbow. But keep that core engaged in the twist. And when you're ready, exhale, release the hands. Step it back. You know what's coming. Maybe you do. More planks. So holding plank. If you want to, you can go down to your elbows. I don't really feel like doing that in the mud this morning. And again, you can just hold the plank, or you can do some knee touches. You can take it to one-legged plank. If you do that, make sure you do a little bit on both sides. And when you're ready, move through vinyasa or just join me back in down dog. From down dog here, we will go ahead and come to the knees and come through to a comfortable seated position. I was debating adding dolphin pose to this flow. If you are not in the mud, you can add a dolphin pose, but I decided against it. Oh. Taking a moment to settle back in here. We'll go ahead and inhale the right arm up and exhale it over the left knee, getting a nice twist here. Left hand can come behind to support you on the ground. You can gaze over your left shoulder. And when you're ready, coming back to center, doing a little bit of counter twisting. And then left arm inhales, exhales over the right knee. Twisting over the right shoulder, gazing this time. If it feels good on the neck, otherwise keeping the neck neutral is fine. And go ahead and unwind, taking any little twisties that feel good. Maybe you want to sit back and just windshield wiper the legs here. And when you're ready, go ahead and lay down in Shavasana. If there's anything else that your body needs in this moment, if you want to take plow, a bridge, a wheel, happy baby, give you a moment to do that. Whenever you're ready, settling into Shavasana, let your body take up space. If there's any music you want to add to your space, I invite you to do that now if you have not already added music in. Or if you want to just embrace the present sounds, you can do that as well. As you lay here in Shavasana, imagine a golden light descending down upon you. It first touches the crown area, opening you up to wisdom. It then touches the third eye area, adding clarity for your day. It moves down past the jaw, the mouth, healing and soothing as it goes to the throat chakra, giving you this freedom today to speak your truth, whether to others or simply to yourself, freeing your voice. From there, this golden healing light moves to the heart chakra, soothing, opening you up to so much love from yourself, from others. Moving down through the ribs, through the belly, swirling around in the center to the solar plexus, calming any nerves and helping you feel deeply alive. Now it moves down to the sacral chakra at the very bottom of the belly. Your grounding, healing energy. And very last, it moves to the root chakra. And if you are outside like I am on the earth, what a blessed time to feel your root chakra really connecting to the very ground on which our home is built. Home, family, foundation. This golden energy heals. Now all your chakras are soothed and aligned. Just with the power of your own mind in this meditation. On the next exhale, release anything that you want to let go of. And on the next inhale, invite in your deepest joy, your truest passion, all the energy that you want and you know you deserve and you have access to, completely free access to, all the time. Thank you so much for joining me today in this session of self-healing. You are healing yourself right now with this practice, with everything else that you're doing in your day-to-day life. And you always have the power to heal yourself. The light in me bows deeply to the light in you. Namaste. And if you're enjoying laying in Shavasana, I invite you to lay there as long as you desire, as long as is right for you today.